So in today's video, I'll be discussing the recent news and updates we've received on Kai Sotto being linked to the New York Knicks recently. And I'll also be discussing whether or not New York should select Sotto with the 42nd pick in the 2022 NBA draft in the second round. And the 7'3" Filipino center is definitely intriguing to me, as he can shoot the ball at his height and moves well without it. So now with all that being said, let's get into the update we received on Sotto and New York. So news recently came out that the Knicks are scheduled to work out with the Philippine 7'4" phenom Kai Sotto on Monday. So Sotto already worked out for the New York Knicks front office, and the Filipino NBA prospect is set to work out with at least 11 other teams during this year's NBA draft. And Sotto's father is comparing him to former Knicks star in Kristaps Porzingis. And the agent of Kai Sotto actually said that NBA teams are committed to draft the prospect. And in terms of the news on where his draft stock is at right now, Sports Illustrated recently suggested that he could go to the number 49th pick in the second round. And that suggests that he's likely going to be available in the second round when the Knicks are picking at pick number 42. And other teams to keep an eye on to draft Sotto would be the Oklahoma City Thunder at pick number 34 and the Orlando Magic in the second round as well, because both teams are known to be developing young prospects like him. And of course, another team would be potentially the San Antonio Spurs with Greg Popovich as a great developing guy. But last season, Sotto averaged about 7.5 points, 4.5 rebounds, and 1 block per game in only 15 minutes of playing time. And during that time, he shot about 50% from the field, which is definitely solid for a big man, 38% from three-point range, and 69% from the free throw line as a shooter. So his best attribute to his game so far is his shooting abilities at his height. And at only 20 years old, if he really works hard at it, he could become the next unicorn like Kristaps Porzingis in the NBA. And since the Knicks already worked them out, that means that they do have some level of interest in drafting him with the 42nd pick. So it seems as though this is a real possibility at pick number 42 for New York, and Sotto would likely go to the G League for at least a year or two and then go to the real roster. And once he fully develops in a few years, he'll be ready to play for a coach like Thibodeau who demands defense out of him. And as long as he'll continue to stay focused and dedicated to his work, he'll definitely achieve big things in the NBA if given the opportunity. And the Knicks also developed some other good centers in the draft with their second round picks, with pick number 36 and Mitchell Robinson only a few years ago in 2018. And last year, they also got a center in the draft in the second round with the 58th pick and developed him pretty well in one season in Jericho Sims. So if the Knicks want to draft a center in this year's draft, they're likely going to do so in the second round with the uncertainty of Mitchell Robinson's future as it is up in the air so far. And I personally really believe that Sotto will be a nice prospect as a low-risk, high-reward type of a player in the second round. And if the Knicks decide to select another player other than Kai Sotto like Buddy Boeheim or Jared Rhoden with the 42nd pick, and if Kai Sotto goes undrafted, they should definitely jump into that opportunity as well, but I personally prefer them to go with the 42nd pick and draft Sotto. So with that all out of the way, let me know in the comment section down below if you guys want the Knicks to select Kai Sotto with the 42nd pick. And if you did enjoy this video and want to see more New York Knicks content like this on the draft, make sure to smash that like button, subscribe if you're new to the channel, and it's been KNYT here and I'm out. Peace.